I'll get there when I get there.
Hey up guys, how are you doing? If you're new here, my name is Alicia. If you've been here before, how are you doing, Rose Petals? If you are new to my channel, I've had my locks just over 3 years now. Started in May of 2020 and I've learned a few things over the year, so I thought I'd share my 3 tips of what I've learned since starting my locks. So let's get straight. One, it is okay to change your regimen. So an example of this is I used to retwist my locks. I'll just insert some pictures throughout this video. But because I've got fine hair, my locks would have thinned out over time if I hadn't have stopped retwisting. So I stopped retwisting in 2021 because I learned quite quickly that my hair would have just thinned out. When I used to do relaxers, my hair obviously was thin anyway, and then it made it thinner and it would always break off and I could never retain length. So I made the decision to go semi-freeform and just stop retwisting completely. My new growth goes into my locks. I do need to sort of separate the locks. When I've washed it, they tend to marry, so I just gently separate them. So tip number 1 is don't be afraid to change it up if you need. Tip number 2, someone will always have something to say. I made a video about someone commenting on my locks. I'll leave a link up here. Your friends, your family might be asking why you're starting locks, what's going on, your hair's looking a little bit crazy, because in the beginning my hair was very, very short, but at the time you couldn't tell me anything. I was just happy not to be relaxing my hair, not to be wearing wigs anymore, and I was just free at last. I was just embracing the journey. Don't get me wrong, I did kind of miss, you know, kind of swishing my hair about, but for me that wasn't like a priority at the time. It was just embracing this new journey, finding out where it was going to take me. But just be prepared that people may have something to say, but just have fortitude, keep strong, and it will pay off over time. You will see the length and you will see the locks that you have been wanting to attain. Number 3 is to have patience. Now, with me not going back to tip number 1, with me not retwisting, it took longer to see the length. And like I'm at collarbone length now. My ultimate goal would be to be at armpit length, and I'm aware that might take a couple of years. Like I'm not expecting it to be, you know, overnight, and I'm fine with that as long as my hair is healthy and it's not breaking, there's no thinning. I'm just embracing the journey. I'm loving my locks. I'm loving how it makes me feel, the freedom, you know, just a nod to my heritage. So I did say on my rosemary growth kind of challenge that I wouldn't mind if this got to here in December, but if it don't, it's not the end of the world, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
I'll get there when I get there.
I'll get there when I get there.
So those are my tips. I'm just, yeah, happy my hair's healthy. There's no breakage. Each lock has got its own little personality. I've got flat locks, I've got thick locks, I've got thin locks, but it's me and I'm loving it. Let me know in the comments below how long you've had your locks, or if you're thinking about locks. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Take care.